dude. I don't remember what game. Oh, you know what? I was always like amused in games where like jumping into water was like a safe thing to do. Oh, what the fuck? Oh, I forgot. William's not here. I totally forgot about that. Or not William, Ferrum. There's no fisherman here. Ferrum got transformed from a rat into a real boy. Yeah, that scared the shit out of me. Also, there's a... I remember there being an old bug where you could basically get an extra piece of meat if you fried up a stack of them like that. Yeah, Martin doesn't exist, so all the paladins are just hanging up here. Hanging out up here. So there's no getting a master sword early in the game.
I used to say that myself.
Where did you pick that up?
It's really not my problem.
He thinks it's as easy as I couldn't care less.
Who says things like that?
That's all just gossip.
The Thieves Guild?
Been there, done that.
Val, it's just such a
Hey,
callous,
you!
bloodthirsty animal.
Do you need fish? Get your fish here, fresh from the depths of the sea.
That was obvious.
I don't want fish from the depths. Those are the creepy fish.
Show me.
That was good.
Is it strength-based? Are there any dex-based weapons? Oh, well, here's one. We could actually even use it. They all still use strength for damage calculation, so... No, there's one right here, Val. Don't lie to me.
Don't tell me you didn't know that.
It works someday, too. These are bad times.
I must be crazy. What are you doing here? Did you swim here? That's one way to get past the guards at the city gate.
Simply talks too much.
Have we met before?
Man, don't you remember me? I used to hang around in the new camp, the list for the mine. Man, we had a lot of fun. Do you remember Lee?
If I hadn't seen it with my own eyes.
Lee?
You've been through a lot, huh? Lee was leader of the mercenaries in the new camp. I got out of the colony with him then, just after the barrier was destroyed. He and his boys are now on the farm of NotR, the landowner. He made a deal with the farmer. He and his boys defend the farm, and NotR feeds them in return.
I wasn't having a lot of fun with that, no.
Why aren't you with Lee and his mercenaries?
But I am, just not on the farm. You could say I'm our outpost in the city. We don't want the ship to sail without us. Why did you come to the city?
I don't know why I feel like his voice... Maybe I just don't pay attention to it enough, but his voice seems much softer in the expansion.
I must talk to the
Amnesia
paladins
bonus.
by any means.
What do you want from them?
They've got a powerful amulet, the Eye of Innos. I must have it.
And you think they'll give it to you? You'll never get into the upper end of town.
I'll find a way somehow.
Sure, if you want to ingratiate yourself with the citizens or play errand boy for the militia.
Do I have a choice?
If I were you, I'd go to NotR's farm and talk to Lee. I'm sure we'll find a way to get you into the upper end of town.
So all the talk about the Circle of Water doesn't exist in this because the circle doesn't exist.
Tell me more about the mercenaries.
Well, if you're as tough as you were back then, you shouldn't have any problems with them. Most of them are ruffians, and if you can't stand up to them, you won't get far. If you're squeamish, you don't have a chance of joining them.
Oh, I've joined them once. Master Sword is supposed to be normal sword. No, I think they did deliberately make some dex-based weapons, but that is not. I completely lost my train of thought there. Yeah, since they still use strength for damage calculations, they're still useless. Batras doesn't have a bullshit excuse. Yeah, he's just a helpful dude.
What ship were you talking about?
It's on the open sea harbor, behind the cliffs.
What
Lee
ship
and a
are
few
you
of
talking
his
about?
people
Oh, the
really
ship
wanna
is the
get
ship
away
I
from
just
here.
robbed.
But that could take a while.
Why?
You'd better ask Lee about that. If you meet him, he's got plans.
Oh, he's got plans.
How do I find the landowner's farm?
I can take you there if you want. I've hung around here too long anyway. There's usually no militia here in the harbor, but I can't risk one of them getting suspicious.
I'm suspicious about this dude watching the water. Yeah, we can go straight to the landowner's farm. Helpful because he'll kill everything on the way, and we ninja all the XP.
Do you know why the paladins are here?
I don't know this
Nobody
ship.
knows for
Of what
sure.
ship do you
Lots
speak?
of people think it's because of the orcs, but I think there's another reason. It probably has something to do with the old penal colony.
Oh, the old penal.
Can you teach me something?
Sure, if you want.
I think it makes me dexterous. So we're not gonna invest in strength, so why not use that now? We're going for mana. Straight up mage. Yeah, you don't teach the strength. Look at all that cash, that fat loot. I ain't gonna be a dexterous mage.
Hey,
Hello,
I don't
Mo.
know you. What do you want here? Are you headed for the tavern?
That's not what your subtitle said.
Yes, do you mind?
You've got no business here, Runt.
Calm down. All I want to do is drink a beer.
Okay, but it'll cost you 50 gold pieces to get in.
Why should dex affect mages? That's stupid. Mages are scholars. They don't do a whole lot of acrobatics.
Forget it. You won't get a single coin.
Then I'll take everything you have. As soon as you're lying on the ground in front of me.
Oh, will you?
Give it your all.
Come at me, dude.
Give it your all. Give it your all.
Give him what for.
Give it your all.
Let him have it.
Ah, a fight.
Where's Malvul
Give it
to
your
join in
all.
all this
Let him
cheering?
have it.
Whack him.
Whack
Give
him.
it your
Whack
all.
him.
Give it your all.
Give it a real good whack.
Whack him.
Whack-a-mole.
Give it your
Have
all.
it.
Show
What
him.
for?
Got the bitch. They throw flea balls? Whack-a-mole, exactly.
I never knew that.
Do you really think?
Yeah, but I mean, magic
We'll
is
see about that.
magically guided. You don't need dexterity to throw it.
It's totally obvious. All right, you win. What do you want?
Nothing surprises me.
What do you want? Gosh.
Let's wait and see what happens.
That's all
Old
that's
Brahim.
I never knew that.
What are you doing here?
My name is Brahim. I draw maps and sell them. Since you're new here, maybe you could use a map of the city? It's quite affordable, and very useful until you know your way around.
Actually, kind of does, Vassar.
I agree with you completely. It's all just
I mean, it still goes in a straight line, but if the enemy is anywhere near it, it'll kind of, you know, slant back towards them.
Tell me you didn't know that.
That's an
They just have IRL aimbot. Exactly.
I'm no better off myself.
Show me.
So these maps aren't necessary.
Come back again later. I'm sure to have something new for you then.
I mean, how many different maps can you possibly make?
Hey,
Gothic 3 technically could if anybody was standing in front of it.
what are you doing here?
I'm building a ship because
Alright. We know the deal here. The only difference is he doesn't talk about missing Monty.
What?
Nobody ever asks me.
No, they have really shitty hitboxes where most enemies' arrows just pass right through them because they didn't
Why haven't I heard about this before?
design the hitboxes correctly. Like how snappers, you can only hit them in the head or their toes. Alright. We're gonna do the Canthar thing now. Just to get it over with. Actually, I don't think that's Pablo right there. But I want to make sure I do it all in one go. Oh, that is Pablo.
Hey, you, wait. You look familiar to me.
What do you want?
I've seen your face before somewhere, right? Here, we found this picture on some bandits we picked up a few days ago. It looks a lot like you. Apparently, those guys were looking for you.
So, if you say this, you're just being kind of dodgy, but he'll let it go. If you say he's mistaken, then it sets things up for later.
No, you've got to be mistaken. Everything's fine with me.
Whatever you say, stranger. But if that happens to be your mug after all, and if you have some problems, keep them outside of this town. Things are difficult enough here as it is. And strangers who bring trouble into the city don't stay here long. I hope I make myself clear.
Well, we don't have the option, Black Wolf, so we'll never know.
And in this place, order and chaos.
Say your lines is impossible to leave it. I don't know what you mean. Oh, Canthar hasn't made it. Fuck. That screws things up. That's my whole plan. Why hasn't Canthar made it? I think we gotta talk to Lothar, possibly. And then he migrates. Okay, good. I have a career call where people talk with those that have issues. Psychiatrist?
I'm no better off myself.
Halt, stranger. I didn't see you come through this gate.
And?
And the guards on the other gate have orders not to
never
let
would've thought
any
of that
unknown
himself.
persons into the city.
Well...
The first time.
I shall have to have a word with those two. But now for us
Listen to
two.
the wrong people.
I am Lothar.
No one cares.
Believe that.
I've got to go.
Wait. You don't know the new laws of the city yet.
Later.
I'll deal with you later.
Will it ever change?
Lothar's Edge? What do you mean? The hell's that?
But so great was the wrath of Beliar that he came across the land and chose the beast. And Beliar spoke.
Oh, here's old Canthar.
Hey, you.
Hey,
I
you.
have a proposition for you.
What do you want?
I want my old stall in the marketplace back. Sarah snatched it away from me, but she has had that spot long enough. I want her to give up the stall.
And what's my part in this?
I will give you a letter to stick in her pocket. Then you go to Andre and tell him that Sarah is selling weapons to NotR. She lands in prison, you pocket the bounty, and I get the stall. You have 2 days to accomplish this.
What's in it for me?
When I have the stall, you will get a weapon from me, and a damned good one.
Now that's typical.
Yeah, so he moves up there, and I think that's just a flag to advance everything as well.
What will happen if I refuse to do that?
That would be truly stupid of you, because you see, I know that you're an escaped convict. If that gets around, it could do considerable harm to your situation in the city.
Interesting. That's not what I heard.
All right, looks like I've got no choice.
You're a clever lad. Here is the letter.
How am I supposed to foist the letter on her?
Let her show you her wares,
not what I
and
heard.
while she does, you hide the letter on her. And bear in mind, I am an influential man in the city,
Really?
so don't try to play me for a fool.
I can't
Oh,
take
you are a
I've got to
fool.
go.
Suit yourself.
These are bad times.
So, we gotta
Too much.
voice the letter.
Everybody knows by now.
You don't say. Really? How interesting.
Who says things like that? That's not what my husband
Honestly, I
thinks.
witnessed it myself. And it's gonna get even worse.
Very believable.
How's business?
When the Paladins came, I first thought that it was a good business opportunity, but they let Herod make their weapons, and neither Hakon nor I make even one gold piece off them. Moreover, the farmers no longer supply us with food, and all the prices have gone up. It's only a small consolation that the Paladins are paying my hotel bill.
I won't
Show
tell
me-
her a thing from now on.
Someone's got to do the work.
Voiced.
But that's terrible.
We go report to Andre.
But that's terrible.
Don't tell this.
Yeah, for emphasis.
That's terrible.
So what happens is Canthar, Sarah just disappears. She goes to jail. Canthar takes a stall and
Enos be with.
becomes the weapons merchant.
I've come to collect the bounty for a criminal. Sarah is selling weapons to Onar.
Sarah? The weapons merchant in the marketplace? Do you have proof of that?
She has a letter in her pocket which details the delivery of arms to him.
She won't get away with that. I shall have her arrested.
She is arrested. So that's the whole point, is now Canthar, he's the one who knows you're a convict, but if you do this for him, he doesn't spread the word.
Now that's typical.
Who says
But
things
this
like
whole
that?
deal with Pablo screws that up.
And he works all day, too.
Well done. Sarah is where she belongs. I have taken over her goods, so if you need a weapon, come to me.
You were going to give me a weapon.
Correct.
If I hadn't
Here,
seen it,
this weapon is a masterpiece of the blacksmith's art.
don't tell this to anyone.
I've got to go.
Suit yourself.
That's not what
He
I
giveth... Oh no, he gives the ship
Honestly, I
axe.
witnessed it
And
myself.
Sarah gives the cutlass, I guess.
These are bad times.
That's not what
So
I
anyway, our reputation supposedly is safe now.
Now that's typical.
As Canthar has no reason to spill the beans. We helped him. He's true to his word. But for no reason, when we do this, and Pablo calls us out because we denied the association with the bandits, only to ask about them again later, suddenly they go around town asking about me, and Canthar just willfully spills the beans.
And chose the human. And Enos spoke to him, and the human became his subject. And Enos
What do you
gave
know
unto
about the
him
bandits?
a portion
They've
of
all
his
come from that
divine
blasted mining
power,
colony.
so that he
But there
might
are several
undo
splinter
the
groups.
work of
Some are
Beliar.
holed up in the mountains, and others have joined up with Onar, the landowner.
And
But it's the
Beliar
bandits
spoke
outside
to
of town who
another
cause the
creature.
most problems.
Adonos
They're
brought
the
forth
reason
the
that none of
tide,
the
and
merchants
creature was
venture
washed
beyond the
from
city
face
gates
of the
now.
earth.
Vantas, you're too loud. I'm trying to have a conversation here.
Where did the bandits who
But
had my
with it,
wanted
the
poster come
trees and
from?
animals were also
Aha.
washed away.
So it is your
And
mug
a
after
deep
all.
sadness
Why didn't you admit that
overcame
right away, huh?
Adonis.
What are you wanted for?
I don't know, honest.
Yeah, I know. Let me
And
tell
thus
you something.
spake Adonis
If I
to
thought you
his
were in cahoots
brothers,
with those bandits,
never
you'd already be
again
cooling your
shall
heels in
you
the slammer.
walk upon
Understood?
my land,
Still,
for it
I'd
is
better
sacred,
report this incident to
and
Lord
so
Andre.
shall
But
it
to answer your
be.
question, we picked them up near the
But
landowner's
human
place.
and the
But they
beast
didn't look like
waged
Onar's
war
people.
upon the land of
I think they're
Adonis,
part of a
and the
smaller
wrath
group
of
which
the
is holed up
gods
in the
was
mountains
with
near
them.
Onar's farm. But if you intend to go there, let me warn you. Those cutthroats make short work
And the
of
human
everyone.
slew
I'll remember
the
that.
beast, and it entered into
So yeah, that's what he
Beliar's
says. He
realm.
tells you he's reporting it to Andre, and now Andre will start asking around town, trying to get a gauge of who you are. That's when Canthar not only spills the beans to Andre, but the word gets out around town. So the merchants stop dealing
I
with
am
us.
Hakon, the weapons dealer. Every man should carry a weapon these days, especially when venturing outside of the city walls.
Show me your wares.
Oh no, I guess he won't.
I don't believe that.
Maybe it just takes a while. But I know
What my husband thinks.
maybe we have to talk to Andre first, and that screws it up. At some point, because of your reputation, the merchants will stop dealing with you.
One of my men told that the bandits are circulating wanted posters with your face on them. He also says you denied that at first. So what is it all about?
I don't know why those guys are looking for me.
I hope for your sake that you're telling the truth. I cannot use anyone in the militia who doesn't have a clean record. Most of the bandits are former prisoners from the mining colony. I should hope that you didn't get involved in any way with those cutthroats.
So that's that. I don't know. Maybe it's not happening the way I thought it did.
Welcome, stranger. I'm afraid, but...
Show me your wares.
Didn't happen.
Now that's typical, isn't it?
I wonder if it was a bug last time.
That's not what my husband thinks.
Or you know what? I have a feeling.
Talks too much.
Hey, you!
Honestly, I witnessed it.
Show me.
Take your pick.
You don't say.
I've gotta
Maybe.
go.
Suit yourself.
If I
I'm like
hadn't seen it with
struggling
my
now.
eyes,
Because again, it only happened to me once.
Can't keep anything to himself.
I think what must have happened is Canthar's quest must have still been open. And that's why he ratted me out. Yeah, I guess we'll sit and wait. I just hate the idea that I'm gonna have to pay out Canthar. Because I remember specifically Lord Andre bringing up that Canthar ratted me out. But he hasn't done that. I think that's... I must have avoided it just by completing the quest. So when it happened to me, it must have been while the quest was still open. Yeah, things are always different. Would you stop it? God, so violent. Right, why can't I grab it? I want to grab the wall. And I can kill 3 trolls at a time. One hand tied behind my back. There we go. Yeah, it's not gonna happen. No! The messages appear after you already said what I was writing. Hello. Whoa, that was janky. Jump on there. Ah! I feel like the collision... What the fuck? Might be a little screwed up. The FPS changes. Nah! See, he's not like... There's no lift. Yes, I do, Black Wolf. You should know this. Damn it! Why ain't it working? Looks like they moved Mateo's house further away. Ah, it's not working. The fuck? Something's changed. No, we're not doing it that way. I don't know why it suddenly isn't working. Ah, made it. There we go. A little janky. There seems to be some hit and miss with like the frame rate and how far you go.
I know nothing about picking locks.
Oh, my God! They're locked in this one. $16 viewers. Holy shit! I'm so popular. I'm like one of Twitch's top 100 streamers. So I gotta learn the picking of locks first.
Fresh face. You're not from Corinus, are you? This is not a good time for travelers. Bandits everywhere. No work, and now the farmers have risen up too. What?
Val, you and your secrets.
Do you know? All
That's not what my husband thinks.
Yes.
Yes, yes, I do. I praise the Innos.
That's not what I heard.
BRB. I don't know what's going on.
I'd have gone about it differently.
Alright, so, well, I don't know. My whole deal with Canthar kinda... What is wrong with you? Why are we killing people?
Welcome.
I don't need no wacky tobacco.
Can you make me
Black Wolfie's obviously not here. He would have spoken up.
Tell me about the future.
All orcs. They are guarding an entry, an old tunnel, the Valley of Mines. Men in shining armor. A magician. Your friend is with them. He is waiting for you. Fire! An attack! A mighty creature. The flames, many shall die.
So he doesn't bring up Jarkandar, obviously. I always wondered the bit about Jarkandar, if they only add that to the first one, or if they will, if you don't get the if you don't get the chapter 1 prophecy, and get chapter 2, if he just won't mention it at all.
You listen to the wrong people.
I think, you know, I just realized Val found my channel because of the Gothic 3 video I did where I killed everybody in the world.
Is it really true?
Now I understand why she's so obsessed with murder.
Where did you pick that up then?
Really?
What can I do for you?
What do you...
I stop.
What?
Yeah, she got issues.
Yes. Every day if I...
Can
what?
I don't...
You, buddy, big... It's the... What? I but it... What? You should take
but...
and... But I'd get...
So he wants money from Greta.
Like... What?
Let's find out what actually happens if Greta dies for us to get the money.
I'm no better off myself.
No, no, no. I'm not getting your... You're not getting what you want. Where the hell is Greta? Oh. Dead. Yoink. Storben say anything?
You have murdered my Greta. I shall never forgive you. Out of my sight, you murderer.
Like, I think they don't... That's all he says. And, like, it never gets reported. I mean, it's supposed to... Like, if you kill her without anybody seeing it, then nobody, like, holds you to task for it.
Here's your 100 gold pieces.
That gold has Greta's blood on it. I didn't say anything about you killing her. I don't want anything to do with this business. You can forget our deal and never speak to me about it again.
But he'll still do business with us. Alright, so this ain't like an Elder Scrolls game where you can kind of get away with that. Well, let's just chat up all the masters. I'm probably gonna go with Thorvin again. I'm gonna go with Bosper again. Yeah, a little bit.
What? Teach me how to skip. What?
Is go. I knew that would be a problem.
On the voice files? Oh, so you never actually did it yourself?
Hey, you!
What do you want, my...
Give me the money.
You... Let...
Then we'll simply sell a few of your togs. I'm sure you've still got a bunch of stuff in your closet.
How dare you?
See.
Yeah, I mention it like every time I do this, but if you demand the money from Greta by threatening to sell her stuff and then give it back to Thorben, he only asks for another 100 gold to teach you picking locks. So you end up paying Matteo out of your own pocket and then paying 100 to Thorben, so for a grand total 200 gold to learn lockpicking. However, if you offer to pay Greta's payment for her, you give 100 gold to Matteo, and then Thorben for some reason charges 200 gold to teach you lockpicking. Even though the gold you given back was his to begin with.
I've come up my...
Interesting.
Your niece had 100 gold pieces.
What? The brazen little serpent. That was my gold. She took it from my chest. Give it back to me. I have to pay off Lamar first. Matteo can get his money later.
Here's your gold.
Thanks. Now I have at least part of the money I owe Lamar. I can't believe she had the audacity.
I like how he says,
to take
now I
my
have
gold.
it. Didn't you always have it? Isn't that the point? Or are you just straight up lying? That was Greta's money, and now you're just trying to lie to get it for yourself. I think he's a sleaze.
Nobody ever asked for my opinion.
Here's your 100.
And? Did
none.
Good.
I never knew that.
Hey.
We can only wait and see.
Can you teach me how to pick locks?
You have brought me the 100 gold pieces. That is very decent of you. I am almost embarrassed, but I must ask even more of you. If I cannot pay back my debt to Lamar soon, he's going to send his thugs after me. Give me another 100 gold pieces, and I shall instruct you.
Fine. Here are 100 gold pieces.
In that case...
Teach me.
Teach me how to...
Yes, yes, wiggle, wiggle. Man, still got 20 learning points. I'm freaking loaded. Loaded with knowledge. Boing! Damn it. Same result as giving the money to Matteo and paying Thorben 200. No. Because here's the deal. Let me do some math for you. You take the money from Greta, you take 100 gold from her, give it to Thorben, you're now back at 0. Pay 100 to Matteo, you're now minus 100. Pay 100 to Thorben again, you're now minus 200. It costs you 200 gold to learn how to pick locks. Wait, what? Give Greta's 100 to Matteo. Well, no. You give Greta's 100 to Thorben, and then pay 100 out of your own pocket to Matteo. I think if you refuse to give the money back to Thorben and pay Matteo with it, he won't even offer to teach you how to pick locks. No, listen to what I'm saying. You take the 100 from Greta, you're positive 100, give it back to Thorben, you're back to 0. You pay 100 to Matteo, you're now minus 100. Oh, does he? Oh, I didn't know that. I thought he would refuse if you didn't... Because he refuses to teach you how to pick locks until you prove you're honorable. If you don't give him the money back, I would figure he doesn't think you're honorable. Yeah, he never pays Lamar. But basically what I'm saying is, you do it this way, you pay 200 gold. But if you don't take the money from Greta and pay her debt yourself, Thorben will still charge you 200 gold, even though he still has that 100 he had to begin with. And then you now just paid out 300 for the same thing. Right, but you paid it with his money. She robbed him and you refused to give it back. No! Oh, bollocks. Damn it. Left, right, left, right. Oh, okay, that was simple. Mine. So this chest will never open, even though in Night of the Raven it contains all, like, the basic citizen clothes. So we don't get to cosplay as Joe Normal Dude. Alrighty. Get my clothes on. I think that there's another chest like that in the castle in the colony. I believe will... Can't remember. Does it open in Night of the Raven?
Show me.
I always loved Mateo as a merchant because he basically has nothing. Like, he doesn't sell anything you would need. I mean, these weapons are pretty lousy. And he doesn't even have much in the way of goods. He has bread and cheese and beer. I mean, the 3 essential food groups, but not much else. Know what? I actually forgot how I asked that question. Thorben is the worst of all masters. Well, the funny thing is, Thorben, I would say, has the most to offer. You would think, like, a carpenter. Everybody needs shelves and cabinets and dressers and all this shit in their house. People don't need furs all the time. People don't need bows all the time. People don't need swords all the time. People don't need potions all the time. And yet Thorben is the one who is constantly, like, out of money and in debt. Okay. You know what? I already had an orc weapon. I could have just given it to him. But instead I sold it because I'm a dork. We gotta go find another.
What do you want?
I don't feel like people go to potion makers very often.
Really? I want to sign up with you as an apprentice.
With me? No! I have already had the dubious pleasure once of grappling with an apprentice. That's quite enough for me. I invested several years in his education, and in the end, the poor fool up and poisoned himself. Go sign up with one of the other masters.
Yeah, he is kind of a scumbag. I think he's just very highly mismanages his money. But yeah, it is funny how he like such a skinflint, or he's just so bad with money and tries to rip people off, and yet he acts like he's such a man of faith.
What will I have to?
There is a you probably bring me.
Well, what I mean is those are not everyday objects that citizens around town need. These people probably are making a bigger profit now that the paladins are here, but just in an everyday, non-wartime kind of marketplace, there's less demand for what they have to offer. Yep, so everything is a little bit harder. It's funny how, like, becoming a citizen and joining the factions are so much easier in NotR when nothing else really is.
Ah, customer, what can I do for you?
You can leave me alone. Try and take a nap. It charges out the ass for your epinephrine potions as well. It was funny that Hannah profits, even though, like, she doesn't get paid for it. Like, the paladins just pay her money or like let everybody in.
That's terrible.
I've got a suit.
Yeah, let's do this bit.
Innos be with you, but I'm just about.
These are bad times.
Yeah, Ringu.
I want first see if you. I'll see what I
be careful lately. So I should.
I shall come up with something.
These are bad times.
Just a Costa dude. That seems to be enough.
Really? How interesting.
Jorah says you've got his money.
Damn it! I'm out of here.
Like how he doesn't even deny it. He's just like how Jorah couldn't like deal with this dude when as soon as you confront him with it, he just panics and takes off. Yeah, we're gonna get old Betsy.
Gotcha.
Gotcha.
Hey, what do you want from me? Huh?
You stole from Jorah in broad daylight, and he even saw
Yes,
you
we
do
do.
it. So I've come to tell you that you're a lousy thief, and that you had better hand over Jorah's gold now.
Here's the dough, man! But now let me go! I'll never do it again!
I should turn you into the militia.
What else do you want? I've got nothing left. Let me go, man!
I always loved his voice actor. Like he is the like just epitome of the voice acting in this game.
Why would I want to do that?
In the city, it's always good to know the right people.
Let me
and
go,
to stay on their
man.
good side. I could put in a good word for you. I can't and won't say more. The rest is up to you.
Get lost and don't show your face around here again.
Oh,
Nah, man, we gotta maintain our street cred. We can't be known as a snitch.
By reason of the imminent danger of an attack by orcs, each inhabitant of the city is to prepare himself accordingly. Everyone is to begin training in the skills of combat immediately and to arm
Combat?
himself appropriately.
I can't take care of everything for everybody. Who says things like that?
He simply talks too much. Everybody knows by now.
Who says things like
About the thief.
Yes, how's it going? Have you caught him? And much more importantly, do you have my gold?
If I hadn't seen it with
He got away from me.
And what about my gold? Did he get away with it?
But that's terrible.
Here's the 50 gold pieces he stole from you.
Innos be praised. There is still justice in the city.
That's not what I heard.
I want part of the gold as a reward.
If it's gold you want, then hunt down the thieves and collect the bounty from Lord Andre. Now, I must get back to my customer.
You piece of shit. It's funny how he's like we say Ringu got away, but Ringu just comes back here and hangs out here. So it's not like he gets away.
That's what I
I'm Zurus, master of potions. Do you need an essence of heat?
What do you mean? I always notice when I pick their pockets.
And it's gonna get even worse. Someone's gotta do the work.
I can't take care of everything for everybody. He can't keep anything to himself.
That's not
Have you
what
got... No, I already...
He had better
Show me...
shut up.
Now that's typical, isn't it? Everybody knows by now.
That's an open secret.
Beer. Beer. Delicious beer.
Hey. Hey, you're...
Yeah, I don't know. Like, it seems like... Yeah, I don't know. I think they all just blame Ringu for it. Every time they get robbed, they're like, damn, Ringu got me again.
How are things...
Nope.
You were about to say something.
Drinking animation always amused me because of the way like he bends his legs and just kind of like bounces as he drinks.
Would you like an...
Like watch his knees. Boing, boing.
They've even...
Also, one of the things I do remember from
Hear
Vanilla...
ye, inhabitants of Corinus. By the explicit order of the Honorable Lord Hagen, the following decree is hereby enacted.
For some reason,
Martial law
the
is
standard beer,
immediately
even though it's a
declared in
mug
all
of beer,
cities and regions of the realm.
when you
All
drink it,
civilian judges are to hand over
he
their
has the
duties to
animation
the
where he
royal
opens the top of it and he
paladins,
holds it by the
effective
foam.
immediately. The Honorable Lord Andre is commanded
And they
to
fixed
punish
that in
every
Night of the
crime
Raven.
or act of resistance against the king's
Oh, yeah.
guards most
Val,
severely.
stop reading my
Every
mind.
inhabitant of Corinthus who is guilty of a crime is to report immediately to Lord Andre.
That always amused me. I was always like, he's got to take the cap off his foamy beer. Where was I going? Oh yeah, I was gonna do NotR. I think we're gonna have Larry's lead us to NotR's farm in a minute.
If you want something to drink, you'll have to order it.
No shit.
I bet you...
So what's that to you?
I've always got an open ear for news.
Have you got your purse open then? Every piece of information I give you will cost 10 gold pieces.
I'll give you no more than 5 for your information.
What? 5 gold pieces? Are you trying
Tavern
to ruin me?
Stardust.
Let's make it 7.
No, it doesn't work that way. Let's say 6.
You're a scoundrel, you know that? Well, if you insist, let's say 6 gold pieces for each piece of information.
Look how he makes a big deal about the... like the 5 versus 6.
I need in... Where can I find work?
You're not likely to find work down here at the harbor. You need to go to the craftsman in the lower part of town for that. But if you wield a decent blade, you could go challenge Ulrich. He fights for gold behind the warehouse.
Is there any special work to be had around here where I could make some quick money?
Something special, you say?
Something special, I say.
Go talk to NotR then. Maybe he can help you.
Can you help me?
Cardiff says you may have a job for me.
Well, well. So you're looking for a special job. Okay. But we play by my rules, understood?
What does that mean?
That means you do what I say and you get a third of the profits. If you don't like it, then there's no job.
We're business partners, so it's 50-50.
Okay. I thought I'd give it a shot. Of course, we'll split our profits fairly.
I never knew he caved that easily. I always assumed... like, I never called his bluff.
All right, what
you know the merch. There's that you and...
How...
I can't...
Where...
Go.
I always wondered what
Well,
the hell was in Ulrich's package. If it was going to a general goods merchant,
No better off myself.
what the hell is so valuable about it that we gotta sell it on the black market?
I never knew that.
Well, he doesn't give you half, but doesn't give you half of the net income. He gives you half of, you know, everything after he works out the bullshit fees and everything. Another thing I noticed, the mana requirements of the spell scrolls is more reflective of the mana required to use the rune in vanilla, whereas everything pretty much costs 5 mana in Night of the Raven to make sure that people can actually use the scrolls.
That's terrible.
Yeah, he's a bit of scumbag. I don't remember how tough this guy is in vanilla, because he is a tough cookie in Night of the Raven. But we'll give him a blast.
Just you wait, you some bitch.
Some bitch. Oh god, that hurt. Oh, he got me.
Never pick a fight with me again.
I still have the farmer's clothes? I don't know, I just haven't sold them yet. 2 deaths so far.
Just you wait, you
Let's keep
son
count.
bitch.
I don't remember that being a problem. Oh god. But it seems like if you try to draw a weapon ow, putting a spell away, you have to like press the button twice. Fuck. God, it screws me up. It screws me up when he doesn't do the combo.
Never pick a fight with me again.
I'm like anticipating it and he doesn't do it and it throws everything off. Oh yeah. I hear what you mean.
Just you wait, you son bitch. But no, he insisted he knew better.
Damn it! See, he needs to do the combo, otherwise it throws me off. Now he's just not doing it. Fuck! Stop screwing it up! Oh, that pisses me off so much. Fuck! There we go. Mine. Oh shit, Danes. Yeah, I mean, that's always a struggle with fighting the characters that don't do the stupid running attack. But it's better than Gothic 1 at least, where NPCs could do up to like 4 attacks in a combo string. But in this game, it's always 1 or 2. Go get you some eclairs.
It can't go on like this forever.
I'm no better off myself.
You already know what I think.
I wouldn't say it was that unpredictable. It's just...
Will it ever change?
I don't know. They had more things they could do. Because again, the AI in this is either they're going to swing once or swing twice. In Gothic 1, they could do 1, 2, 3, or 4 attacks in a single combo. So it's kind of wild. Oh, here's another question.
I agree with you completely.
What if the felon just dies?
That's terrible.
Wonder what Alvin says when we just murder felon.
Felon will hammer no longer.
Hear that? No
Holy
more
shit,
hammering.
he doesn't care.
At last, I thought the fellow would never quit.
Oh, but he doesn't pay us. That's bullshit. So he does behave differently if you kill a felon, but he won't pay you. So yeah, I guess that's kind of broken. Pain stun enemies either in Gothic 1. Yeah.
Hey, you!
Stop hammering.
What? Wait a minute.
That's not what my husband thinks.
That's been known a long time.
Everybody knows by now.
You'll regret this.
I don't remember if he does the run attack. I don't think he does.
Not bad.
That was just for experiments. I wasn't gonna leave him dead.
Nothing surprises me anymore.
Oh.
If I hadn't seen it with my own eyes.
I don't feel well.
Nobody will learn anything from me.
What the time is that?
Don't you try that again.
Don't you try that again.
Wait a minute.
Okay, so you beat me.
Will you?
No.
I don't believe that.
You lose hammer. Yeah, we should get him hammered.
Felon will hammer.
Hear that? You've done.
Yeah, that's weird. I feel like he was probably supposed to have another line if you murder Felon, because he didn't pay us and we didn't get the XP. I feel like maybe the line wasn't recorded.
The security measures for the protection of the upper quarter will be further strengthened. The guards on the gates are ordered to interpret the law in the strictest sense in order to prevent unauthorized entry.
What quite we who this got it? It's I not so. I got it's really not my problem. There's the but do you
Here you
we have the bet. Are you ready?
come here.
Then let's see what.
Holy crap! Took Gerard McGraw. Yeah. I ain't dying.
Not bad.
I like how this guy was supposed to be a drill instructor, and he's got the crappy fighting technique.
By the explicit order of the Honorable Lord Hagen, the following decree is hereby enacted. From this moment onward, Lord Andre will take the supreme command of our militia. All the citizens of this city who have martial skills at their disposal are herewith urged to join the Royal Militia.
Ah, my head. Oh man, you packed quite a punch. I see you already took your gold. You could have waited until I gave it to you. I keep my word. And one more thing. No, the militia. Oh, nah. I had to sell my with that.
Alright, let's go get his sword.
That's really not my problem.
How can you teach what you don't know? Was it true that none of the stuff on the roofs happened until Neither Raven?
Hear ye, inhabitants of Corinus, by the explicit order of the Honorable Lord.
I feel tempted to kill that herald because he actually really pisses me off. Sell some swamp weed.
Thought of that himself.
Everybody knows.
There ain't nothing on the roofs. No roof loot.
Really true.
That's not what my husband thinks.
Shame.
Will it ever change?
Well, he pissing me off. He doesn't shut up.
Everybody
I don't need to hear ye so often. Yeah, Vatras in his circular story that just never ends.
But he knew that all
What? Let's go hunting. I feel like we might be able to keep Bartok alive in vanilla.
There, where Adanos stood.
There, where Adanos stood. How do you get the highest fee with Andre? No, I don't know what his max fee is. Better than an awful Gothic fee Black Mage story? Oh, yeah. Well, that one you have to hear the whole time you're in Bakaresh. Khan, the orc leader, has a similar thing, but you only hear that when you're in the upper part of Faring, which you're never really in for long. What is Morg Z? Is that a different dude? Is there a streamer like ripping off my name? Yeah. We are the chosen people. Wealth for us. Dominion for Beliar, and his dominion will come. And all those who have drawn his wrath shall tremble. So those of you who do good business must pay their tribute. For what use is your gold in the face of Beliar's inexorable wrath?
Hear ye, inhabitants
I think
of
it just
Corinus.
loops from there.
By the explicit order of the Honorable Lord Hagen, the following decree is hereby enacted. By reason of the imminent danger of an attack by orcs, each inhabitant of the city is to
Teach me
prepare
the
himself
sneaking.
accordingly.
Actually, yeah, let's hold off on the sneaking.
Everyone is to begin training in the skills
Why
of
don't we go
combat immediately and to arm
Yes.
himself
All right, that's
appropriately.
Here they are.
Alright, let's do some hooting.
Let's go hunting.
All right, probably.
Oh yeah. So pay with your gold, else you shall pay with your blood.
And Beliar gave unto it a portion of his divine power, so that
Man,
it
don't
might
bring that up.
destroy the land. But Enos beheld what Beliar had done.
That's not what my husband thinks.
I don't know who either of those are.
My own opinion about that.
Yeah, this might have been a bad idea, so let's save. I don't remember Khan's story at all, since you like almost never hear it. You aren't finished, dork. This dude getting chewed up. Whoops. Gave him a smack.
Nothing there.
I don't think it does. If you kill everything, then you just end up walking with Bartok out into an empty forest, and he still says it's too dangerous. Holy shit. I should have just let Bartok sink into the ground. Listen to stream in the car? I don't know. I feel like I might be a little distracting. Then again, I'm also really boring, so you might not be paying attention to me at all.
So, what do you think? Should we go farther into the woods or not?
Let's go on.
All right. Let's hope this works out.
Yeah, he struggles out here, but big thing is the Shadow Beast typically wrecks him. I think he just shot me. So you gotta make sure the Shadow Beast does not stay aggro on him. It's always amusing to me that he's scared shitless of the orc, but the Shadow Beast doesn't even faze him. Studying rheumatology for this stream. Holy shit. Bartok, you gotta lead your shots, man. We got the thing to stay stationary so we can actually hit it. So what? Whoops. What weapon is he using? And what weapon is he using? Because he has the machete in Night of the Raven. But the machete doesn't happen until Night of the Raven.
To the city.
He has the wolf
it's
knife.
It's too dangerous out here for me, even with two of us. So, see ya.
Yeah, so he just doesn't mention the orc.
You can sell the skins to Bosper.
Yeah, the machete was added in Night of the Raven, so he doesn't have it. He has the fucking wolf knife. I didn't think that weapon even existed. It's not the same. But I honestly thought that weapon didn't exist until Night of the Raven. Shadow Beast, one of the strongest creatures in the world. Doesn't give a fuck. Yeah. Shadow Beast is much more likely to wreck him than the orc is. Yeah, but that's weird. I've never seen any NPC use it. I think he's the only one who has it. You call that a knife? That's not a knife.
Halt!
What?
I only wanted to take a look at you. Looks like you got money. You can go in.
Okay. Okay. Okay.
Can't believe that. That's all just gossip.
That was quite obvious.
He never would have thought of that himself.
About the wolfskins, I've got them here.
Great. Here's the pen.
No, that's the wolf's tooth.
I wouldn't be so sure.
Might undo the work of Beliar. And Beliar spoke to another creature. But Adanos brought forth the tide, and the creature was washed from the face of the earth.
So let's have a chat with old Vatras.
Adanos be with you.
Who are you?
I am Vatras, a servant of Adanos. What?
So, because there's no circle of water or anything, the whole bit where he asks us our identity and what we're doing happens when we ask for a blessing. I think if you lie to him twice, I think if you lie to him twice, then he basically just won't give you a blessing, and you're kind of stuck with that, and you can never get Thorben's approval.
Terrible things are bound to happen soon.
Terrible things, hmm?
No, I heard rumors somewhere.
Aha! And that is why you have made this journey. Who are you, really?
I'm an adventurer from down south. And will you give me your blessing now?
Good. Let us summarize. You are an adventurer from down south who heard rumors that terrible things are going to happen, and you have come to report this to the Paladins. I think there's something you're not telling me. If you're worried I might pass on what you tell me, then let me reassure you. I have sworn to keep all secrets I am entrusted with to myself.
And what about all the people here?
They only understand half of what I preach to them, so don't fret. Let's start over at the beginning.
So much about his disciples.
What's that message?
A large army is gathering as we talk, led by dragons and determined to conquer the country.
Dragons? You speak of beings which until now have only been mentioned in legends. How do you know this?
Zardos, the magician, told me. He sent me to warn the Paladins.
The necromancer? So he lives, and he sent you. Who are you, really?
I'm an adventurer from down south. And will...
Good. Let us summarize. You are an adventurer who has been told that dragons have come to conquer the country. And you have come. I have now given you 2 chances to tell me the truth, but you apparently do not want to. I shall not give you my blessing.
So yeah, we're stuck out of that. I think the only other way to get a blessing basically is
I want to make a donation to Adanos.
A donation.
A donation to the Church of Adanos would alleviate a part of the sins which you may have committed, my son. How much can you give?
I've got 50 gold pieces.
I thank you in the name of Adanos, my son.
I didn't know Adanos had anything to do with sin and justice because I thought that was Inos' territory. Depends on the size of your purse.
Now that's typical, isn't it?
Hey, you!
Don't tell this to anyone.
Oh yeah. You know, a blessing from old... Well, let's just see if that worked.
Who says things like that?
I think that counts for the blessing for Thorben. So you can get a free blessing if you just tell Vatras the truth. Or pay for it. Yeah, confess with your wallet. Oh, that's a good point, Bogdan. I never even thought of that.
How about...
Has Vatras given you his blessing?
Not yet.
Then I don't know why you're at...
Shit, so that doesn't work. You can't just buy your, salvation, I guess. Oh, it doesn't work? Okay, good to know.
I don't know.
Who are you?
So we have to tell him the truth and get the blessing, because paying for it does not work.
What are you? And will you give me your blessing now?
Good. Let us summarize. You are a form who has been told that, and you. That all sounds rather fantastic, but I cannot perceive that you are lying to me. Therefore, I must assume that your motives are honorable. Go with the blessing of Adanos, my son.
What about Pyrocar? Because, like, if we join the monastery, we can get a blessing from Pyrocar. I would think a blessing from the highest mages in the land would count for something. But no, doesn't count as a blessing if you didn't pay for it. Right, so if we want the blessing from Darren, we need to approach him with a very small amount of money.
Who says things like that? He can't keep anything to himself.
Someone's got to do that. That's terrible.
That's not what I heard. I don't believe that.
Can't go on like this forever.
Don't tell this to him. That's what I've always said.
You don't say. I can't take care of everything for everybody.
There's so much flickering up there.
Everybody knows by now.
Don't tell this to anyone, and it's gonna get even worse.
What stat increase? What is happening?
I don't believe that.
What
Works
can
all day. That's an open secret.
I've come to get your
Someone's
blessing.
gotta
That's
do the
good.
well.
Actually,
But how else?
He had better shut. That's
so
terrible.
how much does a donation usually run to
Go
here?
away, don't tell me.
Well,
I've seen it with my
that
own eyes.
depends on what percentage you want to give,
Someone's
son.
gonna do the work.
Let me see how much you
Can't
brought.
keep anything to yourself. Everything for everybody.
I don't like him touching my coin
Well,
purse.
Tell this
You
to
don't
anyone.
have
Tell
much,
everything from
but neither are you poor.
I don't believe that. That's not what
So here's the thing, Balgan. The first donation you give him,
You don't say.
I think it's just a variable amount of XP
things like that. Don't tell
based on how much he takes from you. Where the hell did the rest of my gold go? Oh shit, where did I drop it? There it is. Oh man, he's just a Baptist minister, so he's gotta sound weird.
That's what I
So, when we approach him now and continue to offer money,
These
then
are
we
bad
start getting the
times.
stat
It's gonna get
increases.
even worse.
I want.
That's what I
But only do it in increments of
bless
50.
you in the name of.
Completely healed, that's not helpful.
I want to.
I bless you.
Someone's got
Plus
to
2
do the work.
manner.
I want to.
That's what I've always
I
said.
bless
That's not
you
what
in
I
the-
heard.
I want.
He can't keep anything.
I
to
bless you.
himself.
There's the hit points.
I want to.
He simply talks to
I bless.
I want.
Someone's got to do the work.
I bless.
How much money do I have? Because I don't have enough to keep this up to the end.
Now that's typical. I can't take care of everything for everybody.
Show.
Take your.
Now, let's see if I can
Terrible. That's not what my husband
get
did.
enough just by selling all this crap.
These are bad times.
Now that's typical, isn't it? Don't tell me that.
Everybody knows by now. Who says things like that?
But that's terrible. That's not what I heard.
Show. Take your.
He simply talks to you. Can't take care of everything for everybody.
I think that'll be enough.
I've got a
He
suit.
says things like that. He works all day too.
Who says
I want-
things like that? And he works all day.
I-
too.
I want.
Who says things like that? It's gonna get even
I
worse.
bless.
I wonder if you do
I
these
want-
later, if the XP bonus
I bl-
scales up with
I want.
That's
chapter.
not what I heard. Honestly,
I bless.
I want.
Someone's got to do the work.
I
He
bless.
can't keep anything to himself.
I want.
But that's terrible. That's
I
not what my
bless.
husband thinks.
I want.
And he works all
I
day.
bless.
He knows by now.
I want.
Now that's
I bless.
honestly, I witnessed it myself.
I want.
That's an
I
open
bless
secret.
you
He
in-
says things like
One
that.
learning point.
I want.
What the hell am I gonna do with
He
that?
had better shit.
I
Don't tell
bless
this to anyone.
I want.
Go away. Don't tell
I
us.
bless you.
Things like that.
I want to.
Don't tell this to anyone. Now that's typical.
I bless.
Well, some. I'm not saying like the hit point bonuses
What my husband thinks.
increase in later chapters, but like
Who
when I
says
gave
things
him
like that?
the first one and it was like 25 XP, I wonder if that's maybe 50 in chapter 2.
Too much.
The way
I
some
want-
quests do that.
Who says things like
I
that?
bless.
I want.
Go away. Don't tell
I
us.
bless.
I want to.
You have donated more than 1,000 gold pieces overall to me. The blessing of the Lord in us is always with you.
Oh yeah, I'm healthy AF. And how to take crawler jaws. I don't think anything only costs. I don't know if any skills in vanilla cost a single learning point.
He really should have known better.
The only thing we can get with it is like one extra strength. I don't think they do in vanilla. Like legitimately.
How? Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, well, I'm gonna follow Larry's to NotR's farm. And then I think I'm actually gonna have to wrap it up because I have plans this afternoon.
Hey, you! Okay, let's go.
Then let's go. Follow me.
Well, he gives us no choices. We can't have him help us clear out the forest because we got no reason to be there. But at least that means when he leads us to NotR's farm, it won't break all the rest of the quests. Alright, well, I'm not around there. Hello, Never. I don't know. I'm still, like I said, I'm kind of spoiled on the texture packs I've used because I feel like the
feared for the day in which the beast would return
colors
with
don't
the
really work well together. I don't know. Especially like the grass textures. It looks like
That's not what I heard.
like a Claude Monet painting. Whereas everything else looks much more earthly toned.
Someone's gonna do the work.
No, Bogdan, I'm moving next weekend, so I'm not gonna have time to stream. I don't know why Laris wouldn't have a bow. Considering he's a dexterity trainer. Oh shit, Laris can actually take damage. He is not immortal. Seems to aggro from way further away, too.
I love this shit.
Do you? Standing here picking flowers as you go and kill him. Yeah, I love this shit. I always love when they say that. But Larry's doesn't usually do it. I think every character, like every voice actor, has recorded that line. Because they don't often say it. I'm not really sure what triggers it. I'm gonna have a roommate, but I won't have neighbors constantly making noise and pissing me off.
Nothing there.
Buzz. Damn, nice smack. I'll let him deal with the mole rats because these guys are sons of bitches. You're undone here, dork. Oh, I hear goblins. I guess the goblins up there turn into bandits in Neither Raven. Take the stuff. Also, yeah, there is no Errol. So we never find out who was this crew here that got slaughtered and who slaughtered them, because I don't think the goblins are shooting arrows at them. It also amuses me that there's like all this fresh blood on the ground and like fresh carnage, and yet the people guiding the truck, the wagon, were, I mean, they're already down to skeletons. Yay. Damn. Lars is just trying to depopulate the whole island.
I love this shit.
Do you? Why the hell are you going that way? Damn, he really is just trying to wipe everything out.
I love this shit.
Why are you going that way? I don't know. He's only 35%. I thought he'd be tougher than that. I don't feel like they say it as much in Night of the Raven. Kind of like the mods in Gothic 1 that restore the weird voice lines every time they run into monsters.
The rest of the way you can manage alone. I have to get back to the city. I've got a few things to take care of. Just follow this road here. And remember, stand up for yourself and don't take any crap, and it'll be smooth sailing.
Oh, I'll take all the crap. Yeah, again, I don't know what triggers them to say it. It's quite bizarre. Oh, we got wolfos. Crap, crap, crap. They say it when they mean it. I believe goblins here are the same, they just don't have the statue of Innos. What is with that scratching? It's hurting my ears. I am refreshed. Deal with them the easy way. So one of the notable additions in Night of the Raven were the wild boars, which you start seeing around here. There's also a lurker camping outside of what would have been Errol's hut, but Errol doesn't exist.
Same old thing all over again.
I don't feel like I should fight this thing. Might be a bad idea.
What do we have here?
None of your business.
Don't I know you from somewhere?
Who wants to know?
I'm Buster, one of Lee's mercenaries. And you had better be a little nicer to me, or I'll have your hide. All right. What do you want here?
Errol is a lurker.
That's none of your business.
Nobody talks to me like that, you worm. I think it's time to kick your butt.
You think it is?
Defend yourself! Ouch! That hurt! Defend yourself! Ouch!
What was that about kicking my butt? I don't know, how hard is the lurker? feel like they're gonna be some tough beasties. Oh, maybe not. Damn. They're a fucking joke compared to Knight.
Put away that
Smart
weapon, kid.
All right. You're the better. I fight there. What I in?
Here you are.
Thank. Any? Right. I you.
What became of them?
Once the and but.
Alrighty. So, the weird thing about this hut, because Errol doesn't live here, if you go inside it, you have a chance to aggro the mercenaries because they're like protective over it. I don't know why. It's also weird to me that these two like low-rank mercenaries somehow get their own hut out here.
I can't help him.
I've got no time.
Also, what was this hut here for? I don't know. Too many questions. Anyway, ladies and gentlemen, I know it's kind of a short stream, and I'm sorry that there won't be one next week. But I gotta wrap it up for now.
Nobody will learn.
So far, I wouldn't say the nostalgia trip has been that enlightening, but I think there's a lot more to see in due time.
I'm not telling you anything new.
And, yeah, in a couple weeks, we'll be back. I'll let you all know when that's gonna happen. Until then,
That's not what I heard.
thank you all for watching, and we'll be seeing you around. So, have a great night, everybody.
I used to say that myself.
If he doesn't see that.